In this part of the second lesson, we will see how to create a project from scratch. As we've seen in the previous lesson, a project is a collection of sites, and each site can represent a 3D environment in which we can put the positions. So first of all, we have to create a new project. We can proceed in two ways: by Project Wizard, directly with the menu. For example, we'll start following the option Project Wizard. To show the wizard, go to the Help menu and select Show Project Wizard. In this section there are two options: create a new project, creating a completely new project, import a VSD 2.0 project, convert a project made with previous versions of the software, 5.0, into a new one. At the bottom is a checkbox that shows the wizard at startup. Let's leave this checkbox as is. Let's proceed with the first option and click on OK. You will notice that there is the Cancel button. This closes the wizard window. A new window appears, Project Name, that will hold the project's properties. For example, we can insert Example 1. In the field author, put Al. In the description, put Sample Project. And in password, Show1, for example. Click on Create, and a new window will appear that allows you to select the file name of where to save the project. For example, c.welcome directory, and in the name file put test.pause. After creating the project, you will create the new sites with the positions in the 3D environment. In this window, you can select one of three options: create a new site, create a site with a ground picture in some positions, create a site with a certain number of front pictures. To continue this project, select the first option and click OK. As in the project, the properties for the new site must be established. So let's proceed with the properties setup. In the Site Name field, put the same name that will be used in the 3D environment. For example, insert Louvre. In Stage File Name, the user will select a file name that will be a picture or 3D model. So for example, click on Browse, Welcome Directory, and select Louvre. If you want to select a picture instead, you can click on Type File and select the format desired. Click on Louvre and then Open. If a picture is selected, there is another checkbox that also permits the use of the picture as a ground. For this current example, we have chosen a 3D model, and for this reason we don't use this checkbox. The following two fields, Sky File Name and Terrain File Name, allow you to choose a picture for sky and terrain. These fields can be set to simulate a real environment. For example, choose from the same welcome directory the file Blue Stars for the sky and Ground for the terrain. Next, in the field Terrain Tile Width and Terrain Tile Depth, insert the number of times that the terrain must be repeated in order to define the size of the terrain. This size is important for the user to understand to make the terrain wider or deeper. For example, we can put 3 for tile width and 3 for the tile depth in order to choose a regular size. Finally, the next establishes a reference in meters for the environment. This reference establishes the size in meters of the entire 3D model that you will put in your site. For now, let's put a temporary value, for example, 200. The field Square Size defines the size of the squares of the grid that represent the 3D environment. For example, put 20 meters. Click on Apply, and a new window appears. That asks you if you want to see the created site or not. Click on Yes.